was mijn camera bloed. Oké, ik ga live.
And we also go into drone technology. But the thing with the training, even our professional body says that there is urgent needs for capacity building in the field. So we're trying to bridge that gap, and anything that can help us to automate it, it's all systems go. And I would just that's all I want to say. Thank you so much to your team and to everyone that's been part of this group. I promise you, you've been such an inspiration to all of us. We love listening to you, and I promise you, my son's favorite. Every time he comes on, is one on, is one on. But thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
What a magnificent couple of months for me personally. My name is Hein de Wit, a veteran of 40 years in banking. You name it, I did it. All in the financial sphere, sales. Each and every one of you here this evening would know just how difficult it is in today's environment to go out there and generate work, generate an income. And all the thousands and thousands of adverts on TikTok and Facebook, and everybody running at you on LinkedIn and talking to you and trying to sell you stuff. And you are just thinking, what on earth? Do I have to go do a 3-year degree again? And you're looking at this stuff and you're going, am I ever going to get to know this? Am I going to know? What is AI? Is AI like a glorified Google? What do I use AI for? ChatGPT. Well, one fatal morning after going through a couple of interviews and not being successful and really feeling like I'm now 80 years old, I came across this little TikTok advert that spoke directly to my type of field that I enjoy. Entrepreneurship, how to create, how to do business, and with it came a promise, and I'll mention that promise in a moment. And so I came on to, like you are here this evening, and what a mind-blowing experience. Here's the promise, because the guys at they are so passionate about you as an individual, and they give you that personal attention. So everything that you think is mystical is now opened up to you, and you suddenly find that you can create a bot, an agent, somebody who works for you, and you can actually create its personality, its productivity, and you actually funnel that through a funnel. And you can have various types of small businesses, ideas, you can promote your own business, and all of it really, really through a nice type of platform that you can utilize. And so for me, I have learned a ton. All of the thousands and thousands of things that programs promise you, I was really overpowered at some stage about all the apps, but it puts it into one package for you. They are personal, And I must really thank Jean, because I tell you, Jean, like I said to you the other evening when we finished off the sprint training, and what fantastic training. My life has just began again. And my wife says, no more bot. I think you're a 20-year-old again. So folks, enjoy it. Take advantage of it. And your life begins tonight.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the AI Mastery Business Accelerator Workshop. It is great to have all of you live with us. We are coming live from the beautiful city of Cape Town, which decided that it's not spring yet and it's still a bit winter. So that's why we're all sitting here with jackets for those of us joining in Cape Town. I hope the rest of the country is warm and full of bloom as we are enjoying springtime. So if you haven't let us know yet in the comments where you are tuning in from, please do so. Let us know, what country, town, wherever you are in the world. Please let us know where you are tuning in. It's always good to see who we have online. I see we have Tyrone in Cape Town. We have Jeremy in Cape Town as well. Witrivier, Marlies, White River, Uppington, Ronald. Hey, welcome Northern Cape. That's my previous way. And then we got Fredendal as well. Nice now. That's nice, ne? Great, guys. It's awesome to have all of you online. Please keep it coming. Please keep it coming. As I mentioned, my name is Andre van Bilo, and I'm part of the directorship in the AI Mastery team. And I'm going to start off this session this morning with a couple of questions that I wish to pose to you. And the first one would be, if I were to ask you guys that you can put yourself ahead of the competition by 85% by simply working a bit smarter and not harder. If I told you that, is that something that you would really like to see today? Please type out yes, that I can know that you guys are live or well and on fire and ready for this webinar. I see Ricardo, the yes coming in. Great. Yes, yes, yes. Jeremy, yes, loop. And it's good to see you guys are online with us. Thanks again for those just joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, pop quiz, guys. Just to test your AI knowledge, to see what's happening in the world of AI. Just want to, throw a couple of questions out there. What percentage of businesses do you think have already adopted AI in at least one functionality in their business? A, 25%, B, 50%, or C, 70% plus? What do you guys think is the answer? We got there. Westhuizen, H on 25%, C, 70%, 70% Fanny, and Sanet. Got about 92%. Paul, okay, that's quite a lot. Like businesses, probably everybody's ramping up on on AI. That's the highest number at least we've gotten for any of these webinars, I must say. So 50%, I see we've got a lot of numbers, but you guys would actually be staggered to know that close to 80% of businesses have at least adopted AI in one functionality in their business. Now, I think in South Africa, we're a bit low, let's say about 60% or so, but this study was actually done by McKinsey in April already this year, that close to 80% of businesses, 78% of businesses have actually adopted at least one functionality. Now, that might be something like ChatGPT or Copilot or any of those, but it's just staggering to see how quickly AI has integrated itself into today's businesses. Number two, how many AI-powered apps do you think are globally available? A, around 5,000 apps, B, 50,000 apps, or C, 500,000 plus apps? What do you guys think? Yeah, so Paul was closer. That's actually, yeah, he was the closest to 70% plus. But yeah, what do you guys think? A, Fanny, 5,000 apps? Yeah, okay. Any of those 5,000? Sabrina there. C, Sanet, 500,000. Jeremy, and 500,000 plus apps. That's a lot of apps. User, I got 50,000 there. So got a Pearl there on C. So a lot of people on C. So I think we are going there rapidly. But for now, it's closer to about 50,000 plus. Let's say 50, 60,000 plus AI-powered apps. 100% that it has over 500,000 plus functionalities, AI functionalities, 100%. But we're still there at the 50,000 mark. And I always mention this, when we started this webinar, close to probably a year ago, that we've been taking people on a journey of AI, implementing it into business. It was around about 15,000, 1.5. And it's just staggering to see, you go in less than a year, you go from 15,000 to 50,000 apps. It's an exponential growth. It's really crazy to see how quick AI is embedding itself in every single facet of our lives. So how big do you think will the global AI market be in the next 5 years? is $150 billion valuation, $500 billion, or over $1 trillion? What do you guys think? Where we see itself today? Sanet out of the bat there, C. Smachta C, $1 trillion plus, $1 trillion plus. Fanny there, or C, 100%, yeah. C. Craig on a 500 billion valuation, and Ronald on a C. So guys, definitely the consensus is C there, and it's actually staggering to see that it might even exceed $1.8 trillion. So that's closer to $2 trillion valuation in the next 5 years, and not even 5 years more. I mean, we're already in September, couple of months left of 2025, for a bit more than 4 years, and the valuation is estimated to be close to $2 trillion. That's an 820% increase from the 2020 valuation in AI. It's just staggering. So where do you find yourself? Where do you think you are? Are you an early adopter or are you a late adopter? Where do you feel you are in this AI game? What's happening? Be late. Paul late, Fanny late. So I feel a lot of people feel Jeremy C. I don't know if that's something else. What that might be is like late and early, same thing. Okay, so I see a lot of people feeling late there, guys. So I have actually a good news for you to an extent. You are still relatively early. And why do I say that, Andre? The world is full of AI. So yes, the world is full of AI, but the world isn't full of AI people that really use it to its fullest. AI might be everywhere. People making videos and using it in their business. Yes. But people really expediting their businesses with AI is still a vast majority needs to adopt it. And so you are still relatively early to the game by simply being on a webinar like this, where we showcase what you can do with AI, how you can implement it in your business, how you can use it for your own augmentation. And John will, go deeper into this and how you can use it for marketing, lead generation, sales, etc. So it is rapidly, being adopted in every single industry. That is pretty, but it is still anyone's game that really take a specific niche and really implement it to its best abilities. So you are still ahead of at least 30% of businesses, maybe more in South Africa and in the these parts of the world. And that gives you the opportunity to lead and not just to follow the crowd. It gives you a competitive edge to be part of that first movers market, and obviously to get a piece of the pie of that $1 trillion valuation, over close to $2 trillion valuation in the next 5 or 4 years. So what will you get today? What are we going to showcase in this webinar? We're going to give you practical implementation, how you use AI in every aspect of your business, especially in, as I mentioned, in augmenting your thoughts regarding it, and then also in marketing. And you don't necessarily need tech expertise for this, as we'll take you through simple steps and have AI actually create for you, with your creativity. We'll also share a special framework that's exclusively to webinar visitors and also to our students that go further with us in the AI community. And then lastly, we're going to show you an all-in-one AI integration system that can be used by beginners or advanced tech users. It is an amazing system that really expedites everything inside your business. The old myth, and it's not a myth, it was a vast reality that AI was only for tech giants. But now it is the fastest way to really scale your business and take it to the next level. Because a couple of years back, it cost millions and millions of dollars to use AI. Now it costs $20 a month. It is a crazy exponential, functionality that one can use in your business. But it's for those that really act now and solidify this in the future, use AI correctly, and not just as an email writer, but really to implement it in a way that can expedite, automate, and take your business to the next level. I want to implore you guys to stay to the end, as we will be sharing an exclusive PDF and also a special framework that you can utilize in your business from the get-go. And we are going to show practical tool lists, especially towards the end, that you do not want to miss out. So let's get into it. I want to introduce our first main speaker for today. His name is Jean Nel. He's a dear friend and a mentor of the DNA group of companies. He's a best-selling author and an innovation expert. He is a graduate of the Singularity University, where they specialize in advanced education and emerging tech. And he's also the founder of the DNA group of companies that you will, learn a bit more a bit later. And he'll be your guide this morning. And his passion is to help entrepreneurs harness the power of AI in the correct way to really take their businesses to the next level. But before I give fully over to him, I want to play this short video that you guys can see the impact that AI is suspected to have in the near future. And if you are ready to see what AI can do for you, for your business, please type out ready in the chat. John will take over directly after this video, and I will see you a bit later.
How disruptive do you think AI is going to be?
How do I put this? It is the single greatest innovation of humanity ever. The only thing that comes close is probably the splitting of the atom. This is so big. Everything we've talked about is based on scarcity of knowledge. Why do lawyers get paid a lot? Scarcity of knowledge. So either scarcity of knowledge, scarcity of capital, those two things. What you've created is infinite knowledge. Right, knowledge is now worth zero. Not people that can't see it yet, but it's going to be worth zero. This is like water. What the hell does that mean? And it's something, a topic we'll come on to later. But this is happening really fast. It's going to break the entire economic model, for good and for bad. It's going to change our understanding of how society functions, what humans do. It's going to change our understanding of what humans are and will be. Because you can either have the choice, and society will take the two paths. You either merge with the machines, or you reject the machines.
Well, good morning to everyone and welcome to this morning's AI Mastery, where we're going to show you exactly what is the impact, and we're going to do a live demonstration. And let me just quickly open up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a very short, just an understanding of 3 questions. Where are you right now? Where are we heading, and what is the timeline? Those are the 3 very important questions that you must understand concerning AI and this disruptive world that we are living in. Look, the world are completely at the moment turned upside down in every aspect, from social, political, on every sphere. It's turned upside down. But one thing is for sure, AI is here to stay, and it's here to disrupt. Now, what will I be doing? I'll be sharing a very short academical, theoretical piece. This today is about practical. We are going to show you and create a live concept that you guys give us. We're going to do it live with AI. In this session, create the concept, put it up, whatever you create. So we can't prepare for these workshops. We can't go and say, okay, this is what people are going to give, and we have to go pre-prepare it. No, we can't do that. And then after this short little bit of knowledge that I'm going to share with you, I'm going to take you into an interactive presentation. Now, this interactive presentation you will access via your phone, and you will tell us, we want you guys to do this and this and this and this and this. And whatever you give us, that is what we will create. And we will create a real-time system, business concept solution in real time by the end of this webinar. And this is to demonstrate to you the power of what we're having with AI. So it's not about knowledge anymore. It's not about the knowledge, it's about the execution. Please remember that from that short little clip from Diary of a CEO. All right, so if you're ready, welcome to everyone. Nicolene, Natanya, Michelle. I see a lot of people here. Louis, Lorraine, Lawrence, welcome. Karen, let's dive into it. Friends, we are living in infinite knowledge. It became available to everyone, as Andre said. And it's a new type of intelligence at scale. And if you're a business owner, or you work in a company, or you're a solo entrepreneur, your life is going to be impacted by this, if it's not already been impacted like never before. But this is accessible by everyone. It is not a tool. People think it's a tool. It's not a tool. Those who don't know anything think it's a tool. It's not a tool, it's a revolution. It's going to change industry, unrecognizable forever. And Those who recognize what AI really is, that it's a revolution, it is a changing of the guard, they are building a massive advantage. Now, this is the day that everything became disrupted. This was a normal day. 30 November 2022, people were just waking up, going to work. But this day, OpenAI released ChatGPT. And since that day, it has caused a massive earthquake in the digital world, because that's what the revolution happened. And as it caused, think about this tsunami. If you have an earthquake and there's a big 7.1, 9.7 earthquake in the ocean, it triggers a tsunami. This day triggered a tsunami in the digital world. I'm going to show you the impact, what it is, where are we, and where are we going. And today is not about fear. Actually, it's way more about hope, because I'm human-centric. I believe humans have the most value in this revolution. And therefore, I'm going to show and prove to you why humans are so important, but a human that understands and know, and we're going to demonstrate how to use AI, why that human will be the most valuable asset in any business as an entrepreneur, because you have that ability, and it's not that difficult. So it triggered a tsunami. The first wave, as it was triggered, that first wave brought all the first movers into the market. The first movers ran into the ocean and they started building apps. Andre said, there's over 50,000 apps, 12,000 to 14,000 apps, startup apps. I'm talking about not just Frikkie Botha from Brakpan deciding he's building an app. No, I'm talking about serious seed investment, angel investment, startup investment, millions of dollars behind this, 50,000 of them. Why would investors run to this? Why would angel investors, why would they run? But here's the problem. This caused AI confusion. Because how on earth do you need to know what 50,000 apps, or how does this apply? But what have they done? They've created micro solutions that solve business problems. And all these micro solutions can talk to one another. So we are moving to an age where everything is going to talk to one another. And when they talk to one another, you won't be able to compete. Finished. If you're in a repetitive job or data, just repetitive data. But I'm going to show you where's the human value and where humans are going. What is the future? Because the future is more human than what you think. All right, so the second wave, you are right now in the second wave. You don't want to sit with the pain of regret. The pain of regret, friends, is something terrible when you know, I knew I had the opportunity, I never took it. You are now in the second wave, and I want to motivate you. Even after today, if you, in your journey, please remember, if you remember one thing, you are now in what we call the education and implementation wave. In other words, people are implementing AI into their businesses, into their structures. But here's the thing, 70% have implemented. The other day I had a meeting with a large, I nearly said their name. Luckily I didn't say their name. It wouldn't be a shock. And they asked us concerning AI and their corporate policy and everything is introducing AI at the lowest level. And they're expecting to dominate the market. 5 people in a garage using AI is going to wipe them out because they were able to do more. And they have all this corporate policy. It takes 9 months to move a box. It's terrible. Oh, I hate corporate policies that kills creativity. But the second wave is people who are now learning AI. And I'm not learning it from the bottom. I'm really talking about learning, because once you realize it's not so difficult, it is a whole new mindset. There's a whole new thinking model. And your schools have not prepared you for this. The schools have not prepared you cognitively for now a higher intelligence than what you are. How do you work with that intelligence? So a fear response comes from humans that I'm threatened by it, I'm threatened. No, you are empowered by it and amplified by it. So if you engage in the implementation and education wave right now, you have 18 months. 18 months, and you can go check me out with all the studies. 18 to 24 months before landfall. What that landfall means, it's the perfect storm. That means everybody that have triggered the innovation, those who have implemented the early majority, they have integrated it into their businesses, there will be a change and businesses will be wiped out. Certain jobs will be replaced. And what happens with those jobs is the people who can use AI will replace the people who can't. Finish. That's it. So there are people sitting with ostrich skills. and that is to put your head in the sand and put your hand in your ears and go, no, 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 no. Then there's other people that go, I can't learn it, I'm too old. That's not the truth. You can learn anything if you just want to. So I really want to implore you, invest in yourself, invest in your business. Because once the disruption wave of the third wave hits, the rules of business completely change. We are moving towards the Internet of Things, self-driving cars, humanoids that will be walking in your home within 24 months. Yes, they stumble over each other if you watch the videos, but the technology is accelerating at such a speed right now, and it's called exponential acceleration. I will show you exactly what that means. So in this age, it's a choice is to evolve or become irrelevant. That's basically, and it comes down to a choice. It's not, oh, it happened to me, I'm the victim. Victim mentality is a terrible thing because you're always in reaction to everything. But if you choose and you make decisions in life, you design and create your future. And that's why you are here, because you are here, because you know intuitively that you've got to position yourself. And I want to honor you for that. So the big question is, will your business be replaced or reinvented? Now, why? Where are we before we go to this interactive presentation? We are right now at this place. And what's the difference? And this is what it is. All previous technological changes were linear. This one is exponential. You say, Jean, what does that mean? It's easy. A linear line, as you see this red line, works on the following. Step 1, plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So it's a linear progression. I have a S25 or S something phone here, but 15 years ago it was a S1, and its progression were increments of 1. Businesses grow over 10, 15 years, and it's a linear progression. And normally when they get to 20 years, they're so corporatized that it takes 9 months to move a box, institutionalized, that it becomes such a slow moving thing. Anyway, then now the difference between exponential AI brings exponential to the game. In other words, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 2, but then it's not plus 1, it multiplies by itself. 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 60, 60 becomes 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1068, and it just accelerates up that curve, that exponential curve. What does that mean? If you have a saleship business, you can't compete with the speed of somebody who uses AI, because their business will change, their business model will accelerate, and they will cover more ground, go further, quicker, faster, get more results, and either to a rocket ship. If you are a captain of a sailboat of some of the biggest sailboats in the world, Jeff Bezos' yacht that's over 1 kilometer long, with all its technological marvel in the steering cabin, that captain won't be able to operate at that speed. Impossible. The old guard is changing, and it's going to change very swift. So what does it mean? It means you keep the old and you introduce the new. You have the two synchronized, because those who get that balance right will dominate their industry. The humans who learn these skills to have their old skill, what happens to a graphic designer? They become a visual and brand communicator. In other words, they level up to a higher level of marketing and visual communication. Each job and role becomes redefined. That's a difference with exponentials. But most businesses are going to be stuck and sailing because humans do not want to change. Stick with the old order, stick with the old structure. Now, what does that mean? Your business has structure, it has order, and it has flow. It has physical offices, internet, desks, computers, people. There are order, certain process flows, workflows, how everything comes together. It forms a flow, an order, and that flow results in a flow of product out and revenue in. Product out, revenue in, and that flow produces growth. Every business has it. If you don't have structure, order, and flow, you don't have a business, you have a job. A lot of people are self-employed, but either in that, you've got to have structure, order, and flow. If you're an employee, you've got to have that. Without that, but what happens now is that the world moving to digital first world business. In other words, it's all about digital first. If you're a gardening service, you can't compete with a guy who has automated marketing, automated sales closing of a bot, that communicates with them via WhatsApp, sends them an automated subscription form that they fill in, pay with a card for 3 times a month, and it's all automated. Then it sends a notification of the address to the driver. That driver knows that time there, this is the contact person. The driver, when the driver's finished, he rates how well that's the team have done, and it goes through. And it's all digital, everything communicates. There's humans doing the human interaction, but the rest is automated. Now, just the person who created that can immediately franchise that and put up gardening services right through the country. Just on a simple thing as gardening, because they have structure, order, and flow on a digital level. How do you compete with a marketer if what you see here is a marketing funnel? And we're going to go to the interactive presentation right now. But a marketing funnel means there are customers, and those customers, you are looking for customers. Somewhere you got to find your customers, and they're coming into a marketing funnel, and you get your message. Previously, you distributed flyers, and you get your name out there in magazines and in newspapers, and you do so whatever you are doing within your whatever marketing channel you're using. But the end result is you find 100, and it filters down to a certain amount that is looking for you, because somebody is looking for you. How do you compete with AI that now can be sent out, scrape comments of people of YouTube, build avatars, follow those avatars with advertising, target those people? Do you know that social media is changing? If you haven't noticed it, it became interest media, because the whole model is changing. Everything is changing. And so you're going to find yourself in a world that's obsolete, and you don't understand what's going on, and it causes frustration, and then people go, but I'm a victim. You're not a victim. You have a choice to become relevant or irrelevant. Now, what does this mean just on a marketing level? It means you have marketing assistant bots that check the data, do optimization, help you with content creation, help you with ad creation, and you can test stuff into the market, and you can test if something works. You can get a full business, and we're going to demonstrate this now. We're going to demonstrate this in 2 hours. I think what you can do in a week. As a matter of fact, in our accelerators, especially the next accelerator that we are having, we're planting a business, a digital business for everybody, and we show them how to set it up, and we're taking it to profitability from digital product to demonstrate how powerful AI is at the moment. So just on a marketing level, it's powerful. You can't compete with knowledge versus execution. The old system is you had the knowledge. Now you have the knowledge, and you learn from AI because the knowledge changes. It becomes human-centric because it's filled with empathy. Human validation doesn't make sense for humans because we're selling to humans, we're servicing humans. Human creativity. AI is not creative. The plans and the strategies and the purpose and the goals is human-centric, but the execution happens with AI. And that execution gives you speed of execution, which makes the difference. From calendar scheduling to process flows, if you create it once, you can automate it. You can't compete the one with the other. There's old school following up customers, and there are new school that, and we'll do a demonstration for you. We'll have a bot. Sounds exactly like a lady. Her name is Claire. She phones a customer, speak to him, and make a booking. Make a booking with him and populate it in your phone or on the CRM. How do you compete with that? Because a human would phone out, and then after 4 times he gets nosy, his emotions goes, oh man, people rejecting me. No, they're not rejecting you. Just work the numbers. A bot has no feelings. You can't compete with this. So whether in marketing, whether in business, I'm just telling you we have a problem. And that problem is we sit with an old intelligence model. And we're going to show a new intelligence model to you right now. Because the old intelligence model, that linear model, is based upon scarcity. Everything is about scarcity. Scarcity of money, scarcity of knowledge, scarcity of this. I don't have this. I can't do that. You can raise funds with AI. If you know how to build a capital raising bot and do your pitch decks and everything, you can be up in a week with your plan and raise the finances for what you want to do. AI works with abundance, not with scarcity. And so a scarcity mind can't access the power of AI. It's a total cognitive shift, friends. Scarcity thinking in this world that we are moving in is dangerous. It's dangerous because everything is possible with AI. The newest inventions, business models will be reinvented by the creativity of humans who are willing to reinvent themselves and go into educating and implementing AI into their business model. I've got many meetings with people. We train people from Saudi Arabia and international companies. And meetings with them where they know they are at a pivotal moment. You can choose to pivot. Scarcity shows up in your response. It's a fear response. And you can see it among people, they're like resistant towards AI. If you like it or not, why did we reposition all our systems towards AI? Best thing we could have done. I've been involved with AI since 2016, 2017. I've seen the earlier models and I said, I'm waiting for the moment it's coming into the market because it's a day when everything changed. The day when it was released, 30th of November, we changed all our models. Everything. I had partners who were very resistant towards it. I exited those businesses because those businesses will go nowhere. They won't be able to compete. So what do we celebrate and what are we going to demonstrate here today? Human intelligence. Because the AI can't create. AI amplifies what's inside of you. And if you know how to use AI and you've developed a new cognitive intelligence for AI, you can't learn this at university. You can't go to school. I had my daughter drop out of her course of university. The other one that's in the medical field, 100%. But my daughter studied graphic design. I said, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting money. I didn't want to tell her in the beginning. She had to come to the realization herself. And because you can't compete with what AI is doing. You just can't compete. You have to change. The whole career becomes reinvented towards a visual brand communicator, strategist. Humans are becoming strategists, the crafters of plans. But with AI, you can add 45 IQ points to your execution if you know how to use it. Not AI do it for you. That's the biggest problem. We're going down a pathway where there's going to be two types of people. And McKinsey, there's a report on it. Andre, maybe if you can share that link with everyone, they go take a look at that report. And what they have found, Harvard as well, they found that there are going to be two types of people. People who become more clever with AI and people who can become more stupid with AI. Wow, John, it's very harsh words to say stupid. That stupid is stupid because they're going to be lazy and they're going to trust AI. And AI can hallucinate. It can lie. It's like a people-pleasing dog. It will make up things to make you happy. And if you don't have human cognitive intelligence and understanding your field and your market and the creativity and how to use it, you can easily follow AI's path. And therefore, it's this new intelligence that we're talking about. If you are here in AI Mastery and you think it's about AI, no. The A and the I in what we are showing you, the A stands for augmented intelligence. And this is what you are here. Let me show you what's the future for humans, because the future is more human than what you think. And if you don't believe me, go check out the studies. Go take a look at the studies, because jobs will be replaced. But we don't sell to bots. We sell to humans. It's human-centric. It will never change. As long as we never give control completely over to some super conscious, godlike mind AI, and we sit back and we just say, oh, we just now created a god, you will have created the devil, because higher intelligence have always ruled over lower intelligence. Our history of humanity have showed how high intelligence have always ruled over lower intelligence. And if you think a cold-hearted steel bot will have empathy for a human, it won't. So what is intelligence now? Intelligence is augmented. In other words, you have biological intelligence, and computational is what we call AI. But in the middle, there's a shared intelligence where your left brain becomes amplified by AI, but your right brain must be activated. Now, we all know the models of right brain, left brain, where right brain is the creative brain and the left brain is the logic, facts, words. There's a faculty in the human mind not developed, because we've seen creatives always as, oh, shame, they paint pictures. How are they going to make money? Sies toch. Now, those people who have right brain faculties are going to be so valuable. And people who have just studied through skill and repetition and developed their left brain, the creativity lacks. You have to reinvent yourself. You can unlock through neuroplasticity and putting time and effort in as little as 21 days, you can change the structure of your brain with what they call neuroplasticity, which when you learn new brain patterns. But augmented intelligence, and this is what we're going to demonstrate to you right now, the power of augmented intelligence, that you understand what's the power. It's not the power of AI, because I can give AI to any human, anyone, and it's a tool. It's at the level that you can use it. And if you can use it and you enter at level 30, you get 30 back. If you can use it and you enter at level 2, you only get 2 back. Now think what that will do on revenue, to revenue and to growth. So what is this? Let me show you what augmented intelligence is. Here you see a human brain. Augmented intelligence is your brain and AI brain in one intelligence, and you deliberately use it there, and you create there to work work with computational intelligence. It's a shared mind, and we're going to demonstrate to you how to do it. We're just going to demonstrate it to you, and we're going to build a business. We're going to build a system, whatever you are telling us to do right now. So I'm going to go to the Menti. Let me open up the Menti. I'm going to share the screen. Share. Andre, just guide me, bud, if I'll share the wrong screens, because I can sometimes share the wrong stuff, the wrong screen. Okay, now I see. All right, cool. So what is the Menti? Friends, the Menti is an interactive presentation. You are going to tell us exactly, we're going to ask you a couple of questions, and then we're going to get to a stage where you're going to tell us, well, how do you use it in your business? And then we're going to use what you tell us how you use it. And then we're going to ask you for business concepts. What do you want us to build and create with AI and launch that thing right here in this session to demonstrate to you the power of augmented intelligence. All right, so please go to menti.com, enter the code 59256739. 59256739. There's already people entering into the Menti, or use your phone just to scan the QR code. I see people coming into the Menti, and just give me a thumbs up as soon as you are in there. Waiting, there's some more people coming in. I see the thumbs up. People are coming into the interactive presentation, whether on your phone or on your computer. This is how you are going to interact. Let me just open up my chat here, that I have everything that's being asked in the chat as well. Please make Jean the host. He currently sits in the middle of the screen and we can't see his slide so well.
We sorted that, John. It's all good.
All right, cool. All right, so people are in there. I'm going to start. So if you can just jump in as I'm. So friends, what we're going to do is we are going to go to the very first question. And the question is that you need to rate. And why I'm asking you this is so that you can see what is the industry standard. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate how well your business is currently using AI to increase the following. Increase revenue. In other words, you've seen an increase in revenue. Increase in efficiency. How efficient did your business become? That customer satisfaction, customer journeys, customer communication, innovation speed, innovating your products, your services, your customer journeys, your revenue drivers, your growth drivers, anything that you're innovating at the moment, and growth. And so you will see there's the first person. These stats always stay the same. It stays in a certain bandwidth, but the fine things, as with stats, is always in the nuances. I'm going to show you in the nuances what the industry standard reveals and what it shows. All right, people are rating. So this out of 10, it stands at an average of close between 1.8 and 3.3, which is between 18% and 33%. People are voting one after the other. They are voting. Okay, give it another 3 or 4. Then I'm going to interpret the stats for you. All right, so what you can see is we always see it between 1.7 and 3.5. That's what we normally see within these bandwidths that we see that at top here. So what does this mean? That means that there's people that have seen it, but the majority, but there are some people that have already seen it at a very high level. There's a minority that already sees, oh my goodness, I've tried this and this and this, and it had an impact on my revenue. These same people are the same people that's here in the front. It's the same people that have upped their customer satisfaction. They have upped their efficiency. I'm telling you, it's the same person. And it's that same person who innovated, and it's the same person who experienced growth, have seen an increase in revenue. These are these two people. That's what these stats show. Now, this is the lowest that we've seen revenue in all our webinars so far. It's normally up here about 3.4, and we normally see one person here at the top. And those are people who have already not just brought a 10% increase, because with AI, it's not about a percentage increase. It's about X, 1X, 2X, 3X. In other words, if you have a campaign, you can have a threefold increase. All right, so these are the stats. This is what is happening in the business world right now. There are first movers, and people who first move are people who will benefit from this. You have 18 months. It might look like a painful process, but 18 months is nothing compared to the regret that you sit after 18 months. All right, friends, let's go to the next one. How do you use in your business? And we are going to use these slides now together with the next slides to create whatever you say. How do you use AI to create value? When we talk about creating value, you are doing it, you're using it in your company because it's creating value, it's creating profit, it's creating growth, it's creating a good team culture, it's creating good systems. We call that value profit, because if you have good systems, if you have good HR, it all is profitable to the company, to the business as a whole. So how do you use AI right now in your business to create value? You use it somewhat, but how do you use it? Okay, use it for time saving. Are you using it for null? You're not using it. You're using it for communication, for marketing, for productivity, for content creation, for how are you using it in your business right now? Making content? Absolutely. You can change the game if you just know how to make. Researching? Perfect. Facebook marketing? Definitely. I hope that is paid marketing and not just normal social media, because you can't compete with somebody that is using paid marketing. Facebook and TikTok and those favor paid media. So we looked at time saving, research, content, marketing. Those are the big ones. Time saving, communication. Then we have productivity, creative ideas, create documents, adaptive learning. Awesome. Facebook marketing showed up for another one there. Use it for presentations, use it for digital marketing. So what we are seeing here standing out right now is marketing. You are using it right now for marketing, communication, content creation, research, time-saving, content making. So we are going to use exactly what you have given us here. That is what we are going to use. We're going to use it now, what you give us here. We're going to use it for marketing, time-saving, communication, content creation, digital marketing. We'll use it for that. And I see there's sales is there in the middle, but there's a couple that speak about sales, so we'll use it for that. All right, so the next slide. Now, this is what you use it for. Now, please give us a concept. This could be, I coach anger management. I have a community that I train them in yoga, or I sell locksmith keys to people in their homes. Whatever you are doing, what concept, not this one. What business concept do you want us to expand using augmented intelligence? AI is going to help us, artificial, but we're going to use augmented intelligence and show you the value of a human and where we're going. So what concept do you want us to expand? Give us a concept. And we will use that. Whatever you guys give us here, network marketing, okay? Selling products. Automate HR, very quick, very easy. That's shocking how easy I can automate HR. Your hiring process, your onboarding process, that can be done so easily. But I'm going to go for what the bigger ask is, online marketing company, okay? Selling products. So network marketing is basically, it's a concept like, you know, Amway and all these different network marketing. They have their own marketing structures and systems, but they have not introduced it on the level. And we'll show you marketing, and you will we'll choose marketing because it comes from the previous slide, and we have marketing, both marketing here, selling products. But I need a product. Give me a product that we're going to create.
Interesting one in the chat, John. It's creating tech for assisted living for the elders living alone.
Creating tech for assisted living. Okay.
Just what type of...
That's a fantastic idea, but the problem is 2 hours is not going to be enough time for that. Because if you're talking about we create that tech, smart lighting. Let's just see here, waterproofing products. Getting clients to my door. Okay, there's somebody that says getting clients to my door. That's something everybody is looking for. They are looking for clients. So 3D realistic interior design. Oh, with AI, that's gonna change your game. 3D realistic interior design. You will be able to show people exactly what their place will look like even before you bought the furniture. There's waterproofing products. A recruitment agency. Andre? That's not a bad one. It touches on the HR as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to choose one here. Property photography. Easy recruitment agency. I like that idea. Anyway, LinkedIn is in huge trouble because of their revenue model is basically recruitment, and AI is going to change recruitment. All right, so it's an online marketing management consultant, project management systems and procedures, a salon, a one-man band. That's fantastic. You can use it for that. Counseling, trauma, starting new business, automated filing, getting clients to my door, facilities management. All right, which one do you say, Andre? Then I'm going to grab one. What do you think?
Yeah, I like, let's do the recruiting maybe. That's can be a good one. We can automate, we can do a bunch of cool stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna sell a recruitment agent. We're going to create a recruitment agency with a business model for recruitment. Okay, so I'm going to use augmented intelligence. I can't choose what's in here because you guys type in here what is on here. Recruitment agency also doubled up, somebody else also, so it came now to the middle. Okay, then I'm going to use that, but I'm going to use the principles of marketing, selling products, everything, because it's still a business model. You always start with a business model. All right, so let me go to, I don't like to type in chat. Yes, I've got a chat open. I don't like to type in chat. I'm just going to speak to it. So let me just see what we are doing. A recruitment agency selling products, and we are doing communication, marketing, time saving, making content. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliberately shift into augmented intelligence. And this is something that you can learn. It is not because I'm special or anything or anybody is special. It is a skill that you can learn. I'm just going to speak. What I'm going to do is I speak it here and then I'm going to paste it in there because I don't like to type. It's way faster of creating with speech. I am going to give you meta. I'm going to give you meaning, emotion, thought, and architecture. This is my most essential thoughts extracted. And this meta you will use for the following concept. I'm going to download the meta of the concept to you now. You will place those meta in tags, and those tags will be connected to what is the problem, what is the emotional pain that these people are feeling, what is the plan that they are looking for, what is the promise points, what is the emotion after, what is the pleasure that they will experience, what is the path that they must follow, and then who is the provider. Those tags you will use as most essential tags. And we are going to do the following. Here comes my meta. We are opening up a digital recruitment agency. This digital recruitment agency will work very much the same as an Uber. People will upload their CVs, they will fill in certain forms, and those forms will capture all their data. Their CVs will be uploaded with those forms, and we will have AI in the background screening those CVs. Then we will have a bot go and scrape their LinkedIns, and we will score them, give them automatic lead scoring with AI, put them on a CRM system in a Kanban style system, so that we know exactly which candidates will be the most suitable for which employers. Then we will run a campaign where employers can sign up and they get this service of we matching automatically the best candidates with the best company according to region. Very much like a Uber, we become a facilitator in the middle. We use AI to do all the personality screening, automated systems that send them assessments that they fill in, technical assessments for that job, for that role, for the function that they need to fulfill. And then we use all the data that we capture from them. Once they go through the lead scoring of being a likely candidate, through an automation, we send them a instruction to send us back a video interview, and that video interview goes through to the client. We score them, and then we give a list of 5 candidates empowered by AI to score and filter these prospects. We will use an AI bot to phone these prospects and question them, then based upon everything that the AI finds, if they align with the roles and the goals of that employer. And then we will send through 5 likely candidates. Our revenue model will be, we will get a percentage of that person's yearly salary. So what did I do? I just created a prompt. I just spoke it. I used augmented intelligence and creativity. I did not go into logic. And then I use an augmented mind now. Right now, we're in an augmented mind. My mind and AI working together on the concept. So I gave it instruction. What do I know about recruitment? What do I know? Nothing. But I'm creative. I force my mind into creativity. Because if you force yourself into creativity, you force yourself into the realm of outside the box and in abundant thinking. AI do not work with little boxy thinking. It puts things in boxes for you. And so while it's busy now it's thinking. But I've given it a instruction in an augmented mind system, which is not at level 2. So I'm not going to get 2 back. I've given it an instruction at a level 15, and I'm going to give it another instruction once we're finished here. So what it has done, it has broken down everything for me and went and tagged everything that I want to do. Structure it already, create the whole structure just by a few augmented thinking structure. It puts everything immediately into perspective. Okay. It is now analyzed exactly because I use specific augmented thinking. And it's going to give me some stuff. How the employer has too many unqualified applicants, manual CVs. So what I can do is I can expand this concept to make sure that everybody who applies to this recruitment is AI ready. And if they're not AI ready, I give them AI training. Andre, that's maybe a business model that we should look at.
Sounds good.
You know, you give them AI training, and then they are ready for the market. But Here it gives all the stuff is stuff that I thought of here. What's the wins? What's the path to the employer and everything? Here it gives me everything. The brand voice, everything. And it's just based upon the way that I communicated to this AI. I told it the system, but because of the way that I communicated it to it, it is drawing up all the different stuff. It's giving me a prompt for a landing page. It's giving me a prompt for 5 emails. It's giving me a prompt for WhatsApps. I've told it about a conversion bot. It can give me a prompt for the scripts for the conversion bot. And so based upon this, Andre, this is a very good model. This is a very good model. For who's ever out there who asked for this, this is a very good model. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to say, I need you to think like Sean Vossler and Russell Brunson and create me an optimized landing page based upon all the meta tags, making sure that we tap into the emotional need and of both parties. You will create a landing page for candidates and a landing page for employers. Create me the prompt that will create the landing page. Do not create the landing page. Create the prompt and the context engineering that will result in the landing page. So what am I doing? I don't write the prompts. I use augmented intelligence and I let AI write the prompts for me, but AI becomes my left brain and I become the creative, directive visionary for this. And therefore, so augmented intelligence, friends, is crucial. So what are we going to do right now? I'm going to quickly create a name for this agency, and then I'm going to create a logo. Then I'm going to share this chat stream with Justin. Justin is one of he's one of our golden boys. He's also sitting in here. I'm going to pass the baton to Andre. Andre is going to show some stuff on video, and then I'm going to create a video script for this, and I'm going to make sure that we have a brand ambassador video created that can be put out there and speak about this. Now, this is going to be done like in 15 to 20 minutes that I'll be creating, and we're going to put this whole concept from the beginning right through to the end. Then we're going to have this bot maybe phone, we'll let phone one of us and show you how this works. All right, so here's a prompt for this landing page. So you can see it thought for 44 seconds. I did not enter at a level 2 and a level 3. I entered at a level 40. So I'm getting 40 back. And so this is what makes the difference with augmented intelligence. Because I can't write a prompt like this. No, I can't. But with augmented intelligence, I can. Because you use intelligence, here's my intelligence, to work with intelligence, myself and this AI screen that you see here, to create with intelligence. Now I'm going to create with intelligence. Now I take this prompt for this landing page. Just this one prompt is a full landing page that has everything in here. The value pillars, the product proofs, qualified proofs, everything. It puts everything in there. That's one for the employers. This is one for the candidates. So there are 2 landing pages. There's 2 points of entry. There's one for employers that register, and there's one for people that's looking for a job. And what am I doing? I'm sitting in the middle, and I'm going to use assessments, different personality assessments, skills assessments, and create that through AI. Let them do the assessments. And those assessments will link which candidate. And you know what I'll do as well? I'll make sure that the values align. Because you don't want somebody in your business where their values don't align with yours. The world has been divided for the last 2 weeks severely because of a value alignment. You don't want people in your business whose values don't align with your values. It's just normal, because if there's a value that do not align, at the end of the day, there will be conflict. So that's very, very important. So I will make sure that the value alignment, that they align with the culture of that company. So if I have to paste this prompt in there now, it will go create me the landing page. That landing page is Justin's going to take that landing page, he's going to start creating it. On the other side, I will make sure that we have a video script available already with a brand video, and we will create the pipeline, we will create the systems and everything in the next session. But what I want to do is I just want to create, I'm going to ask it, I'm going to say, think like the top three. Let me just make a prompt here quickly. I need you to research the top 3 minds in recruitment in the world and then hybridize those minds into a new mind and use it as an archetype. And through that filter, you will create me 20 names for the names of this business so that we can launch this business. I need 20 names that is striking, and use neuro-linguistic programming techniques to make sure that we release neurotransmitters of serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin in the reading of the name. So what am I doing? I'm entering at a level. So here it's creating the landing page. So this can immediately be created as a landing page and as a web page for that. And Justin's going to show you how he does that. We have tricks how to do this within 4 minutes that we're not even going to show you now. There's even faster ways. So I'm just going to ask it, I need 20 words. It's still creating everything for me for the landing page. It even went and put the footer and disclosures and everything, and so that content can be generated. Now, before I share it, I'm just going to give that we get 20 names, and then I'm going to get a logo, and then I'm going to share it with Justin. So I'm going to generate a logo within this using the same mind. I'm going to probably use some of certain designers that I know, take their mind, hybridize their mind with a brand strategist, and then use certain design techniques, thinking how to create a logo, share that with Justin. I'll create a video script as well. And then we're going to create a brand ambassador that will speak on behalf of this company. Or Andre, maybe we can use you. Will you become the brand ambassador?
We can do that. Yeah, you can.
So I'm going to take a photo of you. I'm going to take a photo of you, and we're going to create a video of you.
You guys better be ready to be recruited like mad.
Yeah. So it's creating 20 different names, and then I'm going to share this here. I can share it. You asking, I always tell people, for $20 a month, just invest in OpenAI or ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini or whichever one you feel that serves your purpose the best, Claude, because you can't use free AI and get a 30-fold response. You're going to get just a basic response. You can't compete with somebody that is using that tool. And if you think, oh, I can't afford $400, I'll tell you, not $400, 400 Rand, I tell you cannot afford to have it, because somebody else who's cutting 2 burgers and 3 McDonald's a month, which is anyway bad for you, McDonald's, it's not real meat. They registered their patty as real beef, and there's no beef in it. It's just a brand name. You can't compete with somebody. Yes. See, it first went, and because of my prompting, it took the 3 top minds. It hybridized that mind into an archetype, and it created me 20 minds based upon. So we're going to use Affinity Bridge. I'm going to use Bonded Talent. Talent. So Bonded Talent, and I'm going to say use, and I'm going to ask it, I want you to hybridize the top 3 logo designers in the world's minds specifically in the area of HR and recruiting and staffing solutions, you will use the principles of Fibonacci design within this logo development and create me a logo that is appealing for this specific concept.
I just want to check our time, John.
Okay, I'm just going to do that. Then we can switch over to you, Andre. I'm going to finish, let it create the logo. They will see it anyway there when we get to Justin. And then over to you, Andre. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you in the last session.
Awesome. As always, John just did a stellar job. It's amazing to see what you can actually create, and get your creativity to show up and work with intelligence, and then take it to the next level. So I quickly just want to give you guys a 3 to 4 minute break, but before that break, let's say we just do a quick example of what you can now do with AI tools like this, taking this concept and immediately putting it into video format or ads or something like that. Now, I'm sure all of you have seen those Yetis going around, telling about their vlogs and so forth. And these are simple tools used by something like Google VO3 or HeyGen that creates AI avatars, and 11 Labs that synthesizes and clones your voice. And what I really quickly did for our own specific brand is I created a little Yeti, and we call him Geary. And what he does is he walks on the beach and he gets hit by the second wave of disruption, as John mentioned. And he, says, what the heck is this? And a guy with a blue towel with AI Mastery written on it comes and does research, and he finds out who is these guys. And all of this is fully just a couple of prompts that you type out, again, same as John, and you take your brand to the next level. Just let's watch it real quick.
Business is booming. Absolutely fantastic. What the hell was that?
That was the second wave of disruption, bud.
Oh my God, dude, I almost died. I know, that was a big one.
The second wave of disruption? What the hell does that mean? And why the blue towel with AI Mastery written on it? What the heck is this AI stuff anyway? Totally mind blown. Like, where have you been all my life? This will take my business to the next level. By the way, go check out these AI Mastery guys. They are legit.
So, you can create a fun and easy, engageable video for your brand or your product in a couple of, let's say, 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes a couple of days, depending on how deep you go into it and really wrote. But let's say you don't want these mythical creatures or animated things. You want yourself. You want your own face to represent your brand. But as with many business owners and, as life gets it, time is just of the essence. Now you have to go to a studio, you have to go and prepare a script, to get the lighting, get the green screens, maybe hire a camera or a team. Now what you can do is you do that once, and you take your own face with as little as 2.5 minutes of video, guys. Let that sink in. 2.5 minutes of video. You can shoot it with your cell phone. It clones your voice, it clones your face, everything, and you throw it into a generator, something like HeyGen, type out the script, and every single time it gives you your voice, your script, and you generate. So everything that you're going to see in the next video that I'm sharing is fully AI. I'm AI, my voice is AI, the background spinning is AI. And then afterwards, we created a song, which we call the Gear song, which is also fully AI, 100% AI, nothing, nothing but our creativity and our text prompts in this. And then afterwards, it's about like 2.5 minute video, a song, as I mentioned, where you can, either sit back and enjoy the song or grab a quick drink, do a bathroom break. And then Justin, our golden boy, as John mentioned, will take over from me afterwards, and we will see you after this short break.
You've just experienced Juan's deep dive into the Gear framework, so let's lock it in. Gear stands for Generate, Enhance, Apply, and Refine. It's a simple but powerful model for mastering AI execution in the workplace. Let's gear this video. Want to hear it in French? Vous venez d'assister à l'exposé de Juan sur le Cabre Gear, alors ancrons-le bien. Gear signifie générer, améliorer, appliquer et affiner. How about Zulu? Manje sengiakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu. Ngenxa yezimangaliso ze-AI, futhi sizokufundisa ukuthi ungakwenza kanjani lokhu AI mastery. Last but not least, some Chinese. 所以，如果你聪明的话，今天就采取行动，加入 AI Mastery 社区吧，不要等待，今天就订阅。Happy gearing, guys! It's time to master AI. Join the AI Mastery community today. Now enjoy the gear song created by AI. See you soon.
Tick tock, time to move. No more waiting, find your groove. Gears are turning, lights ignite. Wake up now, take that flight. Charge it up, no looking back. Future's calling, stay on track. No more limits, no more doubt. Door it up and break right out. G for generate, set it in motion. E for enhance, fine-tune devotion. A for apply, turn thought into play. R for refine, get sharper each day. Gear it up, don't hesitate. Turn your thoughts to something great. Generate, enhance, apply, refine. Power up, it's time to shine. Step in the rhythm, pick up the pace. AI in action, moving in place. Scarcity's gone, abundance is near. Gear thinking's the way, crystal clear. G for generate, spark up the light. E for enhance, take it to high. O for apply, make it go far. R for refine, you're raising the bar. Gear it up, don't hesitate. Turn your thoughts to something great. Generate, enhance, apply, refine. Power up, it's time to shine. Left side, right side, moving in sync. Logic and vision make the link. Set it in motion, let it unfold. Mind and machine, breaking the mold. Gear it up, don't look away. Turn the wheel, unlock the way. Master the shift, step to the line. Gear thinking will redefine. No more waiting, no more pause. Gear it now, take the cause.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are doing well, and thank you to Jean-Andre for kicking us off so well. My name is Justin. I'm on team here with Jean-Andre, and it's my privilege to continue this workshop. Hope you had a good break, got something to drink quickly, and now we are going to go practical, because at this point, I think it's pretty mind-blowing. See how you can work with AI, how you can leverage it on a scale that you might not even have expected before. But the question always comes up like, okay, guys, that's awesome, but now how can I actually turn this into something that's out there that I can market or get clients to engage with, or put content out there in a practical way once I've generated ideas, content, all that type of stuff. And that's where we are going in this next segment, before we have some very special stuff like a voice calling AI to show you, and things at the end as well, where this all is building to in this world of AI. So I'm going to just jump straight into screen share, and let's maximize our time together and see how much we can get done in the session. Answer a question for me, because what we're going to do is, I thought like a good way for going practical with this business concept idea, we're going to go into how we can translate this into actually getting onto multiple social media platforms in a matter of minutes, how we could literally get our web page for clients to sign up on in a matter of minutes, and how we can then build a sort of social media automation. What do I mean by that? Let me know in the comments how many of you have seen in the last week or maybe in the last month an influencer on TikTok or Instagram or ad or something where the person said, comment this keyword or whatever below, and I'll DM you a coupon code, or I'll send you the free PDF, or I'll send you the training link, or whatever the case is, on their ad or on their reel or on their TikTok post or something like that. Let me know in the chat if you have seen someone say something like that or an ad in recent times. Paul, yes. Rebecca, yes. Yeah, more offers, yes. Annette. All right, so that is exactly what so many people are doing. It's such a highly engaging, great way to generate leads online. And I'm going to show you exactly how they do that, because if you think that they sit there the whole day and reply manually to every single person that comments, there's not a chance. Okay, and that's what we're going to show you in this next segment. Okay, so I'm going to go straight over to screen share, and let's do this. All right, so what I've done is I'm continuing now on that stream on ChatGPT where Jean left off with, okay? And we can now continue. Remember, this is already primed with all of the meta, all of the understanding of the business and everything. So I didn't have to add more of that. I just now, as Jean was executing different scripts and things, I said, please write a Facebook ad copy. And there we've got 3 different versions, actually for employers and candidates. It's come up here. So I'm going to just say, please write one final full copy for a Facebook ad for employers. Okay, and I just want to get the full final one going here. All right, so there we've got the primary text, we've got our headline. Okay, so now I've got that. So now there's different things that I can do here, right? The first one I want to jump onto is I want to start creating my visual or my graphic or my video or whatever is going to go with my social media posts. Now, I could at this point have to go into Canva and learn how to use those templates, or I could have, would have to hire a graphic designer, and that becomes such a lengthy process. It just limits our potential to get going and get stuff going out there. But now I can once again use AI in this process. So what I'm going to do is I am going to jump over to this tab, and I'm going to explain to you how it's going to generate this image. I just got this chat a little bit late, so I'm just quickly going to pop this in so it can generate our ad while I'm talking to you. I usually do this in the break. All right. Oh, it's not going to work. Sorry, one second. Let me just quickly copy this again. I just need to update what I want in the ad design. Just want to say here, happy employer welcoming new recruits to his organization. Okay, so that's going to generate. Now, what I've started to do is, once again, I am not a graphic designer in any shape or form. I don't know how to just go from scratch and tell AI what I want and things like that. But as you've been learning, I can use AI to talk to AI and get intelligence to speak with intelligence, right? As you've learned in this workshop. So what I went and did is I found posts online that I really like the design style of, the look and feel, the way it engages, and I thought like this was a really nice design. So this is literally just someone on Instagram took screenshots of the posts and I uploaded them here into ChatGPT. Okay, as you can see, it's quite striking and engaging. It's like got a double meaning to it, and it like gets you thinking and things like that. So I uploaded those here and I said, please analyze those 2 images. If you are a graphic designer, interpret them based on all the graphic design understanding and tell me how to redesign this style in future. Okay, so there it went and analyzed the purpose and the goal, layout and the composition, the typography and the use of fonts, the color and the mood, etc., etc. And that is how it now understands how to replicate that exact design style for future reference, okay? Because that's what I want to do in this objective. Okay, so once it explained to me exactly how to go do it, obviously now this chat stream has that as context of how to go and design that. So then I said, great, now please take all of this and create a draft prompt template for me that I can use over and over again, which is going to create the exact same design style for ads for me, but insert placeholders so that I can put in the type of image I want in the middle, the headline, and the different wording and stuff that needs to be in the ad. Okay, so there it went and it generated a optimal prompt for me so that AI will be able to create that same advert look and feel for me over and over again. And all I have to do each time is I just insert the headline I want, I insert the type of image that I want in the middle, okay, and then I can just add any sort of little extra things at the bottom that I want. Okay, so I just went and I took that prompt here at the bottom. And now it went and rewrote the prompt for me. This is why I usually do it in the break. So let's let that run. And that is going to start generating the ad image for us, okay? Oh, come on. Yeah. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's going to generate for us. Now, while that is busy generating, I'm going to come back to my ad text here. And I now want to update this because once again, I can use AI to leverage AI intelligence to make this better. Because once again, I've had this chat stream from Jean, which was focused on the meta understanding of the business and the concepts, understanding you know, what to write about. So I know all that the content is relevant, but it might not be actually written in a effective marketing style or for the platform we are targeting. So I'm going to copy this text, okay? And I'm going to ask here, let's copy that, and I'm going to jump over here to a bot that we use for copywriting called Cody. Now, if you don't know what these are, inside of ChatGPT, you can create your own GPTs. Like you see here on the left-hand side, you can access a vast amount of public ones if you just click on the GPTs button here on the left-hand side. And what that allows you to do is to build these little bots, which are already set up with system instructions. So for instance, Cody is one of our bots. We have over 30 bots that we actually provide to our AI mastery community. And Cody is primed for copywriting. So I don't have to first go research, build a whole chat stream about what's good at copywriting strategies, what must you think, what must you do. This already knows exactly what to do. I just have to give it the content that I either want to improve or write about, and it will already do it for me. So I've just pasted that ad text in over here, and I'm going to just prompt this with what I wanted to do, and I'm going to drop a golden nugget in here for you. So listen closely. I want you to please analyze this following ad text for a recruitment company targeted towards employers. And I want you to please rate this as a Facebook ad for its ability to convert, to resonate emotionally and psychologically with the target audience, and its overall effectiveness as a piece of copy. Once you've rated it and scored it out of 10, I then want you to rewrite the ad in one piece of copy without any headings like primary text or headline, just the full piece of copy in its optimized way. And I want you to please add a call to action at the bottom, which says comment recruit to get a free consultation. Okay, I'm obviously just making a lot of those solutions up as I'm going, just for our time purposes, but I'm going to pop that in now. So this is a really cool little just golden nugget working with AI. Is also when you're working with pieces of content that's given you, or you reverse engineering competitors or whatever, you can ask AI to score and rates out of 10 or 100 or based on certain factors. And then based on its analysis, like you can see here, it said its conversion power was only 7 out of 10. Its emotional resonance was only 6.5 out of 10. Its effectiveness only 7 out of 10. So then it actually understands where were the problems, or where could it have done better in each area, and it will actually then use those understandings to improve going forward. So there it went and wrote our optimized one. You're hiring, not sifting through hundreds of CVs. Bonded Talent delivers you top 5 candidates in just 48 hours, based on skills, culture fit, and availability. So you can see immediately it's concise, it's hitting the point, it's resonating, it's using effective strategies. And we've got our book a free consultation. I'll just update that as we copy it. So there is our effective ad copy, and you can see that is much, much improved to our original one. Okay, so now we've got that, and if I just jump back here, boom, there you can see is our ad design for Bonded Talent. It was worth the wait in this webinar. It's quite well done. So you can see it's got that same ad look and feel that we said we wanted in the beginning. I added the logo in that John designed for us. You can see in my prompt here, I just attached the logo into the prompt, and I said, please insert the logo into the corner of the design. So you can see it went and did that for us. And we said the headline should be your top 5 candidates. And then I wanted the handwritten text tag, transparent scorecards, one-click scheduling, consent-based data. And the crazy thing about that is literally a couple of months ago, AI couldn't even write words on a design. And now we're literally able to create ads like this, where it actually is something that we can use live, and it works really well. So that is super exciting. Okay, so now we've leveraged our AI streams, and we've got our content, we've got our ad copy and everything. So now we can start executing, right? So the platform I want to show you the way that we do this, and that's just really a massive solution. Instead of now having to subscribe to some social media posting tool, a website tool, a automation tool, an email tool, and you have to pay all these different subscriptions to try and build this digital ecosystem, we use this platform called DNA Super Systems, and this is really an all-in-one suite for managing your business. And you'll see from the ability to have your contacts and CRM, opportunity sales pipelines, booking calendars, your marketing capabilities, managing payments, websites, automations, building courses, literally anything can be managed all from this one platform. And that's what really makes this an absolute game changer in the world of online digital business. So I'll be going through a few of these functionalities in the next couple of minutes as we go. So just stay tuned, but I'm going to start off on the marketing tab so that we can get our business going. And the first thing on the marketing tab is our social media planner. Now, just this alone replaces a social posting tool of about $50 to $60 a month, which is ridiculous just in terms of what those platforms charge you, right? So the cool thing about this is I can just go over to settings over here, and I can literally just say connect socials, and I can just sign in with my Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, whatever platforms I want to post to, and those accounts now get synced into the system. What that now allows me to do is I can either post to those channels, I can look at the insights and the statistics of people's engagement with my posts, and when people comment and send messages to my pages, they will actually populate inside of conversations and contacts all on the system, and I can run everything from here, which is super helpful. So let's say I, for instance, now want to create a post that's going to go out on Friday morning. All right, I can click on Friday the 19th. In the future, and I just say, okay, I want this to go out onto Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn all at the same time. Okay, and now all I need to do is paste in my text that I generated, and all I need to do is upload my image. Okay, so let me just grab that from my files here. Right, and I'm just going to upload that. Okay, I just select my image. And Bob's your uncle. There you've got your preview of your post for Facebook and for Instagram and for LinkedIn. Okay, and I can just maybe update this to say, I'm just going to change this. Comments. Recruits below to receive a link for a to book a free consultation. Okay, so there we've got that, and that will then give that call to action. I can even go and take that and add it as a first follow-up comment underneath my post. You'll see that over there. And now that is a post that I can literally just either send immediately, I can schedule it for that date and time, or send it for approval as well. Okay, so that is my social media literally posted and done and dusted there. Okay, so now I've got my social media posts and ads going out there. Now the next thing is I want to get a web page going, or a funnel or something like that. Okay, so if I click on the sites button on the left hand side here, that's going to open up this tab where I now have access to build funnels, websites, forms, surveys, online stores, look at my analytics, QR codes even, which is really cool. Now, if you don't know what a funnel is, I'll explain it in a second. I just want to get this started. So I can either go from blank, I can use a template that's already set up for me with a nice web design look and feel, or I can go with a fun approach, and let's go funnel AI, where an AI will do half of the work for me. So I'm going to name the business, I have completely bonded talent. Okay, let's call that bonded talent, and we're going to call the agency is Recruiter. Okay, and we want to get more appointments, and we want it to be professional. Okay, so I'm going to say generate, and that is going to start generating a funnel for us. Now, if you don't know what a funnel is, if you signed up for this very workshop, you would have experienced it. So it is essentially a web page, a web experience, which has one focused conversion point that you're trying to get to. So this workshop page that you registered on is completely separate to our whole AI Mastery website. This only talks about the workshop. The only thing you can find here is the workshop, and the only thing that you can do for this on this page is register for the workshop. So that is essentially what a funnel is, and it has a much higher conversion rate than just a website. Okay, so there we've got the AI that's opening up the web builder for us, and this is a super easy to use drag and drop web builder tool. You can see there it's already started generating the web page for us. We've got a headline, and we've got our text and everything, and now I literally just have to click and edit this stuff. So I'm not going to spend too much time now, since we're running a little bit over time, but I would then on my chat stream have just generated my web page copy, like my headline, sub-headline, my content, tell ChatGPT exactly what web content I want, and then I would go copy and just paste all of those text values into here, and here I could just add any elements that I want. If I wanted to update that background image, I could just click on the block, click on my image selector on the right hand side, and then just go find an image that suits my needs or upload it into my library. Maybe on this, if I look on the mobile view, I want these elements to be in the center and on the left. So I can just click on each element, and I can just go to my alignment and literally just edit these elements like this. And then that will align it on mobile, but my desktop will still be as it was. I can click on my logo and just go and upload my logo that we generated earlier and so forth. I can now update any of these blocks. I can add any elements from this menu over here into my page. I can even use these pre-built sections just to add into my space, which is really, really cool. Just as a quick example, I could, for instance, add a blank section over there, and maybe I want to add my booking calendar onto my page. Okay, so I'm going to just select my calendar, and if I've set my calendar up in Super Systems, I can then just drop that appointment calendar in there, and that will populate that automatically onto my web page. And I can now save this, and this is a web page now that I can send out, and clients can engage with me or book appointments. So this is already, you can just connect your domain, very easy to do, but otherwise this is already live on this preview link as a web page that my customers can enjoy and engage with me or book their appointments here, which is awesome. Okay, so there we've already got our web page up and running. And our last thing, as promised, when people comment on our social media post, we want to just reply to them automatically and send them our link to our free consultation. Okay, so how I do that is I click on automation here on the left-hand side, and that's going to open up this workflow list. All right, so I'm going to just go here, and we're going to go to this one. And that opens up this workflow builder tool. And this is also a visual interface that makes it easy to understand. This doesn't require you to know coding or anything like that. This is purely like a visual builder, and you just need to be able to know how to click and add a trigger event. So anything that happens on the system, you can use as a trigger event. And if you click plus, you can add any action, like updating contacts, sending emails, using conversation AI, sending WhatsApps, internal operations. You can just see there's so many different options for your booking appointments. So any sort of process on the system, you can automate 100%. And that's what we're going to do here. So what I've done is I've got a trigger here, which is set for if somebody comments on my Facebook post. All right. And if it contains I can put my filters in here. All right. And that's because if I don't have a filter, obviously any single comment on any of my pages is going to cause this to trigger, which I don't want. Right. So I just said that if someone comments, it must contain the phrase recruit, as we added earlier. Okay, and I'm going to just take that out and save. So now this automation will trigger every single time anybody comments the word recruit on my posts. Okay, and that's exactly what I want for this to work. And now I can just go and add actions. So I did here like add a tag, and I made the tag comment made. That just means in the future, if I want to work with my leads and contacts that commented on social media, I can just filter them by that tag. So it's just nice to keep that handy. And then I just added an action, and I said, send a Facebook Messenger message to that person. So if you think about it, this person saw my post, they commented on social media, and now your page is sending them a direct message with what they asked for, and you are not even involved in the process. That is super exciting. Okay, so what we've got here is I've got Facebook Messenger, and then on the right hand side I just say hi, contact first name. That's going to put the person's name into the message for us. And then thanks for engaging with our post. Use the link below. I'm going to just change this to book your first consultation, and then I just have to pop the link in there once I've got it on whatever calendar, and I click save, and there I've got an automatic Facebook reply bot set up. And I could even be a little bit sneaky, and let's say let's wait, see if the I said here in the message, send us your email address if you want us to send this to your email as well. Okay, so then we just wait, check if the person sends us a reply with their email address. And if they did send their email address, then we send them an email, which we've built in the system as well, with a beautiful email template with the information they requested as well. And that is now a bot that will reply 24/7 without human intervention required. And again, engaging your audience, generating leads for you while you sleep. So that is really, really powerful and awesome. So that is that in terms of our, like, demoing this creation of this recruitment business, and just other things that you would be able to do on the system. Before I show you our very cool bonus in this workshop, on the system, you can set up these booking calendars. This is an example of what your client will see. They can select a date and time based on your availability and book meetings with you. For you, on your side, you see a calendar view like this, where it syncs with either your Google or your Microsoft calendars, whatever you're using, and your meetings will populate in your calendar for you and your team. And the cool thing is you just have to click on the meetings and literally just click on the Zoom or the Teams link that was auto-generated for you, and join. The system will automatically send reminders or you update for cancellations or reschedules and all of that for you. You can even set the AI in the system to book meetings for you when it chats to your clients, but I won't go there right now. But you've got that calendar functionality. Inside the CRM, you can manage contacts and conversations like this. So you can see here is my personal contact. All of the fields I've filled in from forms and chatbots and everything has been collected here on the left-hand side. And in the middle, I've got the entire conversation and activity history with this contact. So every single email, WhatsApp, text message, opportunity pipeline update, all of those sort of things are tracked in here. So you can see there, I can even see what the emails were. All right. And then at the bottom, I can do manual conversations where I can send the SMS, WhatsApp, email. If this person is chatting to me on Instagram, direct messages, I can reply to them on Instagram straight from this interface. I don't have to log into Instagram. And this gives you the ability to use like your work email or whatever to manage all of your conversations. For me, someone who doesn't want to answer clients the whole day on WhatsApp and things like that, this is beautiful for that sort of solution. Okay, so you can do that. On the right hand side, you can see the activity history, make tasks for you and your team, notes, booking appointments, documents and contracts, etc., etc. So you can see this is all super useful from one tab. The other one that you would be interested in is CRM, like sales pipelines, right? You can set these stages. This is just a demo one, but you can set up all these stages for your business precisely in the flow that you want to use. And you can then populate your cards of whatever leads, orders, projects, and move them through that pipeline process, and trigger automations on all of these stages as well. So very, very powerful for CRM purposes as well. For those of you who's collecting payments, either via invoices, subscriptions, e-commerce products, you can create all of those products on the system as well and just integrate your preferred payment provider, whether it's international through a solution like Stripe, or locally, we've got the option for Pay Fast and for Pay Stack, which will obviously allow you to withdraw straight to your South African bank account. So really, really helpful to integrate your payments and your e-commerce with your entire system. And I won't freak you out with this one, but just to show you, you can literally go autopilot your business with super advanced automations like these. And we also have templates like this inside the system as well that save you the time and effort of setting it up. All right. For those of you used to a tool like an email sender like MailChimp or something like that, you can replace those systems again inside of here with a full suite email campaign builder and sender to your contact databases. There's no limit on the amount of contacts and emails you can send. It purely just works on a transactional pay-as-you-go basis in terms of emails. But I mean, compared to others, yeah, you would basically be with $10, which is about, like 180 Rand, you would be able to send over 10,000 emails from this system as well. So super, super powerful for your marketing efforts. For those of you who are into e-learning creation or course creation, you can create courses like this and sell them or use them to build communities. This is an example of a course that you get access to when you use DNA Super Systems, and you can work through all these videos and categories. Works pretty much like a tool like Udemy or e-learning platform. On the back end of these courses, there's also a community center that you can set up for your community to engage with one another, host events. You can give people a leaderboard to engage on. So very, very cool for that sort of experience. And it's incredibly easy for you to set up. On the back end, you would just create a product. You would then just go and add your categories, and inside your categories, add your lessons, your assessments, certificates that you want to issue to clients. And Bob's your uncle, you have a live course and community system that you can either build a community with or sell as a product. And then some final questions we always get on the system. Yes, there's a mobile app. So you can log into the mobile app and you can access all of your leads, conversations, calendar bookings, invoices, and everything on the go. We have an optional add-on if you want to go into a full WhatsApp API integration and do a full-on business WhatsApp solution into your automations and building chatbots and things like that. You can do that as well. And lastly, there is a full-on conversation AI tool built into the platform as well, where you can basically go build AI agents who can respond to user queries. They can chat on social media for you. They can answer, answer queries and everything for you. If I'm bot training here, you can see I can ask any question here, like when is the webinar? If someone had to ask us on social media or on our website and things like that. And here the AI bot is programmed with the knowledge from our system to tell me it's now at Wednesday, 17 September. Okay, so that is Super Systems, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that. But before I hand back over to Jean to wrap us up for today, I want to show you something really cool, and that is our own AI employee called Claire. And I'm going to just fill in this form. This is a survey that you can also build inside of Super Systems. And I'm just filling this in as an example. If I'm a business wanting to get in touch with AI Mastery, okay, I'm going to just put these details in and submit. And what's going to happen now is I either, as the client, can submit this and now book my meeting consultation, but maybe I'm busy or driving or something in a meeting and I don't have time to book this now. Now, instead of having to have a staff member, log in, look at the lead, contact the person, no answer, call them again, etc., etc. Now the technology is at the place where I can have an AI employee with a South African accent who understands my business, who can listen to, interpret, and respond to questions in a conversational way, make this phone call for me. She's connected to Super Systems so that she can go and make booking appointments as well if the person confirms. And this is going to call on my phone in a couple of seconds. I'm going to answer it. I'll have the conversation here that you can listen into, and I'm going to ask her questions to interrupt her, so you can hear that there's not a pre-recorded conversation. She's literally going to interpret and answer me live, unscripted, and then you can experience the reality of where we are going in this world of AI. So basically what's happening while we're waiting is I've submitted that form, and while what's happening is she is receiving that request. She is then going through her process of researching me online. She's reading up on the website address I provided and scraping the data off our website. She is looking up my LinkedIn profile based on the email address I provided, and is extracting the information of my job description and what I do, etc., and building a profile of who I am. And then she is writing a sales call script using GPTs to basically be tailored to speak to me in a way that makes sense and that I will relate to, so that she can give the best possible value and service when she calls me And sometimes it happens very quickly. Sometimes it can take up to a minute or so. So just bear with us while this is loading. And my phone will ring in a couple of seconds. Just double checking here that everything is on. I might just have to re-trigger that form. So let me just show you. Oh, here we go. Cool beats. Let's see where my Zoom is now. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Hi, this is Justin speaking.
On our website. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks. And you, Claire? I saw, yeah, you guys at AI Mastery help build like AI automations and bots like that. And I was wondering if you could help me build a sort of a bot that can take user queries and questions, and then based on our company knowledge base, answer them in a conversational and a friendly way.
Well done, then. That's a fantastic project. So from what I see, you're looking to create a bot that's engaged users and respond based on customer knowledge base. That must be an exciting challenge, huh? To help businesses like yours streamline interaction processes. So I totally get it. AI Mastery could definitely assist with that. Would you be interested in booking a quick discovery meeting?
Yeah, I just want to pause you there. Would you guys be able to set that? Would you be able to set that automation that once that bot generates responses, it could also then transfer that into another bot to write like social media content on that, like literally based on that relevant content, we can create social media posts?
Absolutely, Justin. It sounds like you're envisioning a really dynamic setup. An AI bot that not only interacts with users, but also generates content for your social media is a powerful idea. We can help you create automation that connects these processes seamlessly. So would you like to book a...
Claire, I must say you are speaking my language. Would you maybe, perhaps be interested in hanging out on Friday night over a milkshake, and then we can talk more about this AI stuff?
I appreciate the invite, Justin. A milkshake sounds delicious, but as your AI assistant, I'm better at chatting here about these things. So how about we set up a discovery meeting instead? What day and time works best for you?
All right, Claire. Can we do Friday at 9 a.m., please?
Perfect. I'll schedule you for Friday at 9 a.m. You'll receive a confirmation email and a calendar invitation soon. Thanks for chatting with me today, Justin. Looking forward to our discussion. Have a great day.
Thanks, Claire. Bye. All right, so that is the reality of, let me just turn to you off there, of where we're going, and just a glimpse into this world of AI that we are entering in this modern workforce and where things are going. So if you liked how we've used AI in this webinar and the way we think about it and the way we generate real value and save time and become efficient, and if you liked Super Systems and this tool that we use to execute all of this, and you know that you need to empower yourself and get yourself on that forefront of this industry for where we are going over the next couple of years, then Jean is going to reveal to you exactly how you can do that. You can't afford to miss out on this, and we'll answer any questions that you have at the end. So Jean, over to you. Jean, you're just muted.
All right, thank you, Jess. All right, thank you, everyone. I shared a brochure. We made sure that we created a brochure already with AI. And this is now, remember, this is at speed. This is not with real intention. But this whole company can be set up in 1 week that we have just done here. So I thought, let us create a little sales video. And
top 5 candidates arrived in 48 hours, scored, verified, and ready to schedule. Right now, you're drowning in CV's juggling tools.
So here, I'm going to go play the whole...
Red flag notes, and a time to hire forecast. Create your role now and get your top 5 shortlist in 48 hours. Let's turn high.
So that's just to give you the idea. So we created the video, and that's just so you understand what speed you can create it if you understand how to use. But what I want to show you is the following, is that you are a solo entrepreneur, you're a business owner. I want to ask you, just, we are running 5 minutes late. If you can just stay that little 4 or 5 minutes, I'm going to show you just something that's going to provide so much value to your company. I've made the case for you that you need structure, order, and flow. You need digital structure, digital order, and digital flow. So who are we and what do we do? You're saying, Jean, you guys with AI Mastery, this is very cool. This is mind-blowing where the world is going. What is AI Mastery? That is a very good question, friend. AI Mastery is a business accelerator, but we're a community-powered business accelerator. This means it's a community, online community in a closed portal, learning and training portal, where there's tools and a lot of stuff given, and they are empowered to accelerate their business for the next 18 months so they can be ready for the third wave. And it is solo entrepreneurs, course creators, small, medium business owners, entrepreneurs. You are surrounded with people that are on the same journey, implementing it in real time, together with our guide, our guidance, our help, our coaching, live coaching. So what do you get? Once you join our community, immediately we give you access to DNA Super System, the software, which is the top tier. We give the top tier one to people in the accelerator. If you have to take our top tier outside of the accelerator, you're going to pay close to 5,000 Rand a month. Let me show you what this works on, because this is done only for small, medium business owners. And I was a small, medium business owner, and I do understand what it means to be in entrepreneurship and the challenges, and especially in this age of disruption where you want to grow. So we'll give you the full DNA Super System software that has over 30 bots included, that does automated workflows, AI workflows, integrated with AI, integrated in Facebook, social media posting. It has conversation bots integrated with WhatsApp, automations, name it. You can name it and you can scale it. It has all of this, contact management. It replaces MailChimp. It replaces so many software that you are currently using. Advertising software, membership software, if you are on Thinkific or Teachable or Kajabi or any of these software that is training, we replace all of those software. It is integrated with Google, with Facebook, with Instagram, with TikTok. It is integrated with all these different platforms that you can immediately work within those platforms, post in those platforms, advertise in those platforms. It brings back the analytics. Besides that, we train you step by step in what we call a 3-month accelerator. Every 3 months, there's a new accelerator. So we have 4 accelerators in a year. Why do you do that? Because things are accelerating so quick that we have to reboot the accelerator every time. We give you the business model templates. You click and install. Over 30 AI bots, automation templates. We train you how to implement it. Now, this replaces over 37 software that you are running in your company right now. If you're using MailChimp to communicate, if you are on WordPress, don't get me started on WordPress. That is sales ship technology. If you really want to crash your business, have a WordPress site. It's just, you have to update plugins. You won't be able to compete. You just won't be able to compete. And so if you want to run courses on products and you want to phone out of the system, you can phone out of the system, phone clients. Everything is recorded in a CRM. If you have to get a CRM, it's going to cost you about 5,000 Rand a month. We replace all these tools for you, everything. This is what it will cost you in dollars right now if you have to go get these software per month, all these different software and tools, and already integrated with AI. That's 27 grand per month. That's the reality of what you will be paying if you want to have order, structure, and flow in your business. That's 324,000 Rand per year. Now with this, you can generate a lot of money. If you can implement all this, and there's businesses that have implemented this. So what is the accelerator? The accelerator there's a learning portal. There's live coaching. We have live weekly coaching. There's a learning portal that we are trained. There's a community that talk to one another. Every week there is training, live training. There on Thursdays, we are running the AI marketing accelerator, in this one that's now rebooting. And the accelerator starting next week. that we train you in the marketing, in funnels, in lead generation, implement it step by step with the system. Click here, install it, change this for your business, set you up. So the marketing accelerator, we are, because of demand of our community, it says, show us the marketing, show us how to take AI marketing to the next level. So we're running the AI training, but with an emphasis on the marketing acceleration, sales, leads, pipeline, plus give you the software. That is the accelerator. We're here to accelerate your business. And there's training portals. Once you've finished, after 3 months, there's always certification and everything. If you're a business owner and you want to send your people into this of your company, we give you libraries. There's AI agent templates, blueprints. Every week, we do a drop and a strategy drops. We do template drops. We do prompting drops. Everything. We create value in this community. But besides this, this is a business network. There's hundreds of businesses and entrepreneurs in here, and they are networking with one another, even onto such a level that they start sharing. One decides, I want to buy that AI tool, and then they buy it in a Gmail address, and then they share the logins with one another, and they use it for whatever content creation or whatever they want to use it for. But it's a business and a partner ecosystem. So everything is digitized. You have live interaction with us as coaches, with special guest coaches that come in, train you. We operate digital business. We scale digital business. But in this accelerator, friends, there's something that we do. We're starting a business, specific business in this accelerator. And in 3 months, we build that business to a profitable business. You see the real results, what happens, and everything that we build in this is trained so that you can implement it in your business. So it's not theoretical with this. Like we launched a business in here now, we do it and we scale it and you'll see the revenue. The difference is you need to go digital first in this world right now. If you're not doing it, you're going to be stuck behind. We come alongside you, accelerate you. You become part of this accelerator. So what is the accelerator? It is, like I've mentioned, community access, live coaching, blueprints, AI hacks. We integrate it with AI. There's strategy drops. There's monthly tools. You get the full Elite DNA Super System subscription with its AI integration already built into. All the tools, everything in one place, integrated. It replaces 37 software subscriptions. If you're running on MailChimp, chuck it. You don't need it because it's going to cost you way less to be on this whole system. It gives you an LMS, a learning management system, team productivity enhancer. All this is included in the accelerator, but it's just in the accelerator. It's the value of 400,000 Rand per year. That is the value. It's all inclusive. So he's saying, Jean, get to the point. What is this? So today there's a special offer. For the value that's more than 400,000 Rand per year, our accelerator, when you are running with us, is normally 21,500. That's what people pay to be in our accelerator a year. It works out to about 1,600 Rand per month. And they accelerate their business for the next 18 months to accelerate their business digitally. This is what we do, and we are good at it. And I'm not saying this proudly in a wrong way. I'm saying it because we know what we do. But because you are in the webinar, you will receive it for a special price of 12,947 Rand per year. That is a yearly subscription for the next year. All your software is included, the tools, the training. You can send up to 5 staff into the training, and your people can be trained. You can be trained, and you are trained in AI, and we are running a specific business case of marketing acceleration in this specific accelerator. So this accelerator is going to be very, very special. We're already in our 4th accelerator, and people are coming back for each accelerator that's in our community because of just so much value. Some of them have started businesses, some of them, their business have accelerated. There are businesses that have incubated new business. And but because you have stayed to the end of the webinar, we release a coupon. Now, friends, we only release 5 coupons. Unfortunately, we can't do it for more. By the end of normally when we finished here, those 5 coupons are gone. Unfortunately, it won't be our model won't be It won't be worth our while if we just give coupons to everybody. But there's 5 coupons for the first 5 people. Justin and Andre will put in the coupons into the chat. You will be immediately onboarded. You will immediately go into an onboarding that will release super systems to you. Your systems will be activated. You'll go into an onboarding process and you'll be joining our next accelerator that starts in next week. You're starting fresh in the accelerator, and that's because you stay till the end. There's a coupon and it cuts it down to 8,125 Rand per year. Now, if you're saving a value of 400,000 Rand that you're getting, and it cuts it down by 390,000, it's a no-brainer. If you want to create value in your business, it's a no-brainer. There's people that have asked us in our community, they don't want to go on a yearly plan anymore because they're solo entrepreneurs, they single people, but they want to build the business system. It's for 975 Rand per month. That's with a discount. That's already with a discount, discounted from 1,500 down for them. So there's only 5 coupons. Unfortunately, we can't do it because when we have a new intake, it's just one of those things. Then you're saying, Jean, that's all great and well, but I love what I'm hearing, I love what I'm seeing, but I don't have the time. I can send some of my people in there, and my people can do it and everything, but I want to implement this. Yes, I want it, but I need you guys to come alongside us and fast track us. We can fast track you. We have creative teams. We have a marketing agency. We have people who build bots on our staff, who build bots who can come alongside you and expedite your process. Instead of you building it and doing it and going through the training and everything, we say, join the community, you get all the software, but we fast track your process. And when you are using the coupon, you will see you'll have an option. If you want to fast track, we can fast track you. You will see there's different fast tracks that you can choose a plan, and those plans will fast track your business through to the end. So this is extra. If you want to say, I want in 14 days, I want this up and running, or I want it in 30 days, then please check out the fast tracking. The fast tracking will give you extra options, and there's only a certain limited amount of fast tracks that we have available that we can do. So that is it from our side. I just want to go back to this and say that is what it is. There's coupons, and I've already seen that it's already coming through. And so thank you for your time. Over to you, Andre.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, people, for being with us, up until the end. As promised, you can have a look at your WhatsApps and your emails after this message or after this webinar. Then we will be sending out a couple of things. Justin, has set up an automation with the beautiful system that you just saw, that it will automate most of those things that we will be sharing. So guys, we are excited to meet you in the community. Please don't miss out on this unique offer. This is a once in a lifetime. It won't be available again after this webinar. This is the very last time that we also do it, as we are moving into this, amalgamated, offer with the marketing and everything. And it's a vast, very, 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 very compelling offer. So please don't miss out on that. But thank you again for your attention. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the feedback. Please go and leave us a review. Please go and, share your thoughts on what you've experienced in this. We know we've added some value to your life, and that you're going to use AI in a brand new way. And we are definitely going to see, I'm sure we're going to see some businesses coming out of that. It seems like we got all the questions, John. If there's anything specifically that anybody would like to chat, I see.
Yeah, there's people for the fast tracking. They can just make a booking with us, and then make a booking with us, and we can show you how we can fast track your company. And fast track to get you there, not in 18 months, but get you there as quick as possible, so that you can get that traction in the market that you're looking for. But if you're a solo entrepreneur, business owner, you say, you know what, I'm going to walk and integrate this process into my business. The business accelerator is your option. And that option is, as I said, is a limited amount. I already see they're already flying. So then just make sure you put the coupon in on your checkout. If unfortunately you put the coupon in, and it shows up 12,000 Rand. Unfortunately, you were too late. Thank you so much to everyone. May you have a fantastic, blessed day, and may you reposition your business because disruption is here. Become a disruptor. Don't be disrupted.
Yep. So
Thank
if,
you, Paul.
just one last question. If any one of you, maybe there's some businesses here that want to, get directly in contact with us regarding AI agency and, automations and everything. I did share our email address, support@aimastery.co.za. Or you can just simply reply to the WhatsApp that has been sent out and been in communication. And if you are really serious about, working together, you can also book a discovery call on the 2 links that I just shared. It's aimastery.co.za/discovery. And then you are more than welcome to book a discovery call with us on that. I think I got all the questions. Let me just check here. OJ, you can send us an email regarding that as well. I'll jot down your email as well. And yeah, but feel free to reach out to us on the WhatsApp or on the email support@aimastery.co.za. Again, guys, I see Justin did paste the link. Please don't miss out on this. We will see you in the community. And as we say, it's time to master AI. Have a blessed day, everybody. See you soon.